Hello, Miriam Castanho Bollinger here, and today I want to show and share with you how to make this cute little treat holder. As you can see, it has a little pumpkin color, and it's not a pumpkin, but it sure holds a little bit of treat. In here you can put your favorite chocolate or your favorite candy, and I'm sure any trick-or-treater will be extremely happy to receive that as a treat during Halloween or at any time of the year. So let's go ahead and get started with this project. To work on that, you're going to need the Chalk Framelit. Yep, that's how we made that one. But as you can see, it cuts a little bit shorter. And the treat holder, it is one piece of paper, so it is a little bit longer than what you would have if you cut on the regular or the traditional way. So in order to accomplish this cut, what you have to do is very simple. Rather than placing the chalk framelit this way, as you normally would with any framelit, what you're going to have to do is cut the piece of paper a little bit slightly smaller, or I mean straighter or thinner than any other piece that you would, because you don't want to use the edges here to cut the paper. The paper will be inserted through it. So in this fashion here, and this way when it cuts it, you will have that effect without cutting any more onto the side. So this particular piece of paper here is 2 1/8 of an inch by 6 inches long. So again, all you have to do is place it like so and cut it. So once you cut it, this piece like that, you will end up with a piece like this. So now, as you can see, of course, I pre-cutted those just to make the video a little bit shorter for you. I don't need to bore you with the cutting process on a big shot. So of course, you're going to need a big shot in order to accomplish that. Now, once you have cut it, you see here that I have 2 scoring, and I hope you can see it. Now that it's folded, I'm sure you can see that it's folded. The first folding, given the fact that you have inserted the paper through this way, and once it cuts and presses to the big shot itself will make a marking here. So that essentially becomes your first score line, and then you're going to score the next one an inch apart. So in this case, mine here, I have scored on 1 3/8 and 2 3/8. So if you are going to place on your scoring or on your cutter and you're going to score, I would go with the 1 3/8 and 2 3/8. So that way you have the separation of 1 inch, so you can have that folded in such a way and have space for the treats to be placed in here. Now, there's a few more elements on this project today. Of course, we have created a band here, which this band, when I created, I did adhere that. So it's not something that is removable. And the reason I did that, because I wanted it to be sturdy. So it is adhered here and on the back. Of course, on the sides here, it doesn't have any adhesive and it's open. So you have to make sure that the candy you put is not small enough, otherwise it may fall through. And I just decorated with a little bit of bats and something like that. But I made the eyes. Now the eyes is something very simple as well. So how did I made my eyes? I'm going to leave it here so we can keep on taking a look. I used my 1/2 inch punch circle, and I cut a black dot. So and glued that on a white cardstock. So in order to do the little eyes, what I did, I just place it like so. So that way I have a little bit of the black showing. And there's one eye. And then I can turn here. And with one black dot, I can have, the 2 eyes that I will need for this project. And I just lost the eye. So this one is going to be truly a monster, because it's only going to have 1 eye. Perhaps we can even put it in a way that is like that. Or maybe even like that. So it's going to be a really funny looking monster. But anyway, so for the band itself, also there is several scoring involved with this band. So I cut it a piece of basic black cardstock, and this piece is 3 1/4 inches wide by 7 inches long. So you do need a little bit longer, because you're going to need to fold it around wrap it around the little box and adhere. So I left a little loop in here so it can really hold secure. And if, again, same thing, if you're going to use your scoring board or if you're going to use your cutter and score from Stampin' Up, you're going to score at 1.5, and all these measurements will be posted anyways. So 1.5, 2.5, and then you're going to skip all the way here, and 4.5 and 5.5. So with that, when you put this together, and there you have your little box. And of course I want to have the band onto the back. You will have the spacing you want for the band to go around and to be adhered onto the base. So that way you have the space for the treat. And of course the eye, which in my case here ended up being one eye guy, poor thing, but I'm sure he can see just fine his treat. If he's looking like that, he'll keep an eye on his treat. And this one, of course, is finished. But remember, when you do paste this band, I guess it's up to you. I prefer to keep it to adhere on the front and not on the back, rather than just closing this, because I didn't want this to be removable. I wanted the band itself to be part of the project. And for decoration of the band itself, I just used some washi tape that I had from last year's catalog, and I just liked the look and it went well with the cardstock. So I just used that one, and I think it turned out pretty good. So I hope you enjoyed this project, and perhaps give it a try yourself and make some, and the trick-or-treaters that come on your door will be very happy. So again, just Chalk Framelit, just one of them, your Big Shot, and your 1/2-inch circle punch, and you'll be good to go for some trick-or-treater. And please don't forget the candy. Thank you very much for stopping by. I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. Bye-bye.